ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. So, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, my beautiful, 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 beautiful people. I'm so excited every time I do one of these. Every time I accomplish a book, I'm just so excited. Like, I don't think y'all really understand. But before we get into the current read in today's book vlog, let's get into a glass of wine. Now, we are drinking one of my favorite wines, which is Passion Fruit by Cooper's Hawk. I don't know if you guys, I don't think everybody has a Cooper's Hawk where they live. It's basically like a restaurant slash winery. You can become a member there. My mom's a member. We're a member, and you get a free bottle a month. And you know, if you don't pick up your bottle, it rolls over into the next month. And there's times where literally we'll go and we have like 3 bottles waiting for us. So if you see the next couple of book vlogs be paired with wines, that's kind of why. Unless I'm going out to eat, then I'm probably gonna have like a cute little cocktail when I do a cute little montage. Now, this is an acquired taste, very much acquired. Amber doesn't drink this wine, so when I have this wine, I get it all to myself. It's very, very sour. It has a sweetness to it, but the main taste that it gives you is tart and sour, and I personally love tart and sour. This is like the perfect combo. It's like tart, sour, passion fruit. It's not bubbly, so you're not gonna get any sparkles with this. It's just a very, very like flavorful tart wine. Before we get into this book, we are pairing it with one of my favorite wines. And you know why? Because I got this from one of my favorite YouTube cousins. Actually, one of my favorite internet cousins, which is Unique. Unique has sent me this in my P.O. box a couple of months ago. And it's super, super dope because I talked about wanting to read this book. And she thought about me and actually just sent me the book. So that's fucking amazing. Like, I love when people pick out books that I actually enjoy. Like, don't pick out a book for me if you don't know my vibe. I've been waiting to read this book. So before we get into it, let's take a cheers. Let's take a cheers. You know, every time y'all watch these videos, I need y'all to pour y'all up a little something. It could be tea. It could be some Kool-Aid. Nobody judging. Oh, it just bursts with flavor, baby. So the book that we are going to be reading for this book vlog is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Because I literally be butchering the last names and I am so sorry. Look at Alex, look at sucker. Do I see you, Alex? Look at sucker. You just as cute as you wanna be. Get into the cover. You really look in the back of The Silent Patient, you will see that there's actually a face there, and this little knife or slit is like in between her mouth or whatever. I don't know. I just love a good cover, and this cover is giving me everything I need. I love it. It took me a minute to actually realize there was a woman on the cover. I know that's right. So before we even get any further into this vlog, we have to get into what the book is about. Y'all know how we get down. The Silent Patient. Alicia Barrison's life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public's imagination. And she, the silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids at the Grove, a secure psychiatric unit in North London. I love when I read books that's based in London. I'm gonna tell you guys why later. Criminal psychotherapist Theo Faber is captivated by Alicia's story and jumps at the opportunity to work with her. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband will take him down a path more unexpected and more terrifying than he ever imagined. Woo! As a reader, I really enjoy any time that I can switch between women authors, male authors, black authors, white authors, like different different ethnic background type of authors. Like, I love jumping into different like authors, locations, plots, and things like that. And speaking of location, like, this is based in London, and I love reading books that's in different countries because it's already like a mental vacation when I read books anyway. It feels like I'm jumping into somebody else's life for that month, or however long it takes me to read the book, but it makes me feel like I'm just jumping into a whole nother storyline. And it really is a fun, adventurous, suspenseful journey when I'm reading books. I love how a book can take me to Bronx, New York, and you get the vibe and the energy and the culture and the slang of even locations in Bronx, New York, you know what I'm saying? But then you can turn around and read a book that's based in London, and you learn so much because I've never been to London, but I feel like I get a little piece of what London is like, just a little bit, when I read books that is by authors and that's by authors that is in London, and when the book is based in London. I am excited to read this book. Now listen, I promise y'all, after this book, we're gonna switch it up. Y'all let me know in the comments below what y'all want me to do. No self-care, okay? Listen, I can't. I can be what you want from me. Fill my cup. I'll give you everything. Know you feel a little bit anxious, wondering if I mean it for the long haul. But you should know I never leave your side for nothing in this world. Cause everything I do it for you. Gonna make a little promise, I'm gonna stay true. Sometimes I love when I'm home alone or just like in my little space by myself when I'm reading, because like I have moments when I really like to read out loud. But like when no one's home, like I like to like pace around or really relax and turn on some like lo-fi coffee house music, have my wine, and then I'll read out loud, and like I'll read the voices how I think the voices will sound. And I don't know, I feel like I absorb the book even more when I'm able to like vocally read it. So that's my little guilty book pleasure. I like to read out loud when I'm by myself. Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing today? I got my book with me, baby. We about to go to this new crab spot that I haven't tried yet. Y'all already know what I got with me. You already know all my books gonna go on some type of food date. I don't care. And I carry my book with me everywhere I go because I'm always trying to get a chapter in. You feel me? I do this. I don't do this shit for play, baby. I do this all day. Stop playing with me. I actually just came from the gym. I'm super starving. I'm hungry as hell. There's a new crab joint that I haven't tried that I really want to try, and I am in the parking lot right now. It's called Juicy Seafood. I have my book. I'm gonna order a drink. I'm gonna just indulge in some food, and then I'm gonna take my ass home, and then we're gonna get into, some more what I feel about the book. But yeah, let go.
Feel that, yo, I'm so clean. Feel that, yo, my sneakers like. Feel that, yo, when we go in. Feel that, yo, they looking like. Feel that, yo, I'm so clean. Feel that, yo, my sneakers like. Feel that, yo, when we go in. Feel that, yo, they looking like. I got a sauce. Yeah, they know I'm a boss. Flawless. When they sound the alarm. When I walk in the building, yeah, gotta turn it to hand. Like who's that? It's double up, but I know now. You see me looking so fresh now, and all the girls wanna flirt now.
So first things first, I just realized, which is so not me, I don't have any bookmarks. Like I've been folding the fuck out these pages to keep my space. And y'all know me, I am a crafty girl. I usually have all the nicks and crannies when it comes down to like notebook accessories, book accessories. I even have a book light, girl. I have a book light and I ain't got no bookmarks. You guys wanna, you know, send your girl some bookmarks, you know, a little collection of bookmarks. Go ahead and check out that P.O. box and send your girl some bookmarks. That way I ain't gotta keep being ghetto putting random pieces of paper in my books to hold my spot or folding the edges. But yeah, basically we're a little bit past the middle of the book. So far what I've captured from the book is you have Alicia, who was married to Gabriel, and they had a pretty decent, healthy, loving relationship. And then one day Alicia shoots, I'm not sure if she did or not yet, but supposedly Alicia shoots Gabriel in his head, kills him. She ended up not going to prison, but she ends up going to a psych ward, okay? Because she just was quiet. She didn't say anything. Nobody even knows the reasons, the whys, the nothing. Alicia ain't talking. She ain't speaking, baby. She mute. And one person who is super, super, super interested in Alicia is this psychotherapist named Theo. His goal, like something that he just really wants to do, is figure out what happened that night with Alicia and her husband, and why is she silent about it? Why isn't she speaking? Why is she being mute? As Theo gets this position at the Grove, they start to introduce some of these characters that work at the Grove. The, you know, head director, the security guard, the manager, another counselor, another therapist, and also another patient that is there at the Grove as well. And all I can say is everybody that works at the Grove, at the psych ward that Alicia is at, it's something fishy about all of them to me. It's something that's telling me that nothing is what it seems. Like obviously I feel like Alicia didn't kill him, you know, like that's what I'm getting so far. This is my prediction. My prediction right now is that Alicia didn't kill him, you know. Somebody set her up, or either somebody else killed him and is setting her up for it, or she did kill him and there's something else deeper of why she did. Now Theo's going outside of the Grove, outside of the psych ward, and now he's trying to talk to people. Now he's trying to really get down to the bottom, because since Alicia's not talking, he wants to talk to family members of Alicia. He wants to talk to anybody he can talk to get some insight of Alicia, of the marriage, and of anything that could have happened surrounding the days leading up to and after the murder. And with that, we end up being introduced to Max, and Max is Gabriel's brother. Gabriel, Alicia's husband that she supposedly killed, brother. And I'm not gonna lie, the brother's giving me fishy too, like something ain't right. There was a chapter in the book, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but I do want to give you guys something to work off of with these book vlogs by giving you just a little bit of information without necessarily telling you the ins and outs of the book. But there was a chapter in the book where Alicia is writing in her diary, because this book is broken up into two different parts. The book keeps going back and forth between Alicia's diary and Theo's adventures of finding out what the hell is going on. So it keeps going back and forth. And there was a entry in Alicia's diary where she talks about confronting Max, which is Gabriel's brother, because Max was touching up on her and sexually assaulted her. Gabriel and his brother Max, they were cool, but they weren't the closest. They weren't the closest. And for some reason, Max has full control over Gabriel's will, which is fishy. From a person who watched a lot of crime documentaries, okay? Whoever on that wheel, who's gonna benefit from the murder, check them out, okay? Check them out, because more than likely 9 times out of 10, they might have something to do with it because they want to get that coin. I'm about to read the rest of my book, and then I will come to you guys with my conclusion when I'm done. I'm actually packing orders right now. If you ever see me put on this headset, just know I had to find the audiobook for that book to get through the book, okay? Just so you know. With The Silent Patient, I'm actually listening to the book right now. I'm actually listening to I'm sorry, Amber keeps texting me and I can hear that she's texting me. Currently, I'm actually listening to the book while I work, which is amazing because it's helping me get through the book. It's a very, very slow burn, okay? It's a very, very slow burn. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if it wasn't for this right now, it probably would have took me a minute to finish that book. The narrator for this audiobook is doing the damn thing when it comes to bringing the chapters to life. Because reading the chapters is so slow. It's a very, very slow burn. When I have to pull out the audiobook and pull out these right here, that means I'm struggling. That means I'm having a hard time staying connected with the book. That means there's something about the book that's not drawing me in like I want to be drawn in. You know what I'm saying? So now the book is feeling a lot more interesting because just reading it is almost a little blah. The audio book is making me appreciate this book a lot more. So that's all I got. That's all I got. Let me get back to work. Let me get back to work. Babe brought me some Starbucks. Y'all can't even tell, but it looks so good. Oh, thanks, babe. I love you, babe. And now she went to the store because she about to make me some breakfast. Well, us some breakfast. I'm working right now. Ooh, they did what they needed to do. The audio of this book then took the book up a notch. I ain't even gonna hold you, okay? The audio that took this bitch up a notch. Now that we get into the meat and potatoes, it's giving me what I need now. You know, everybody got their own writing styles, and sometimes people want to build. They want to build that story up. They want to build it up, okay?
To build it up, to build.
They're gonna build and build. It's like, all right now, we're almost damn near at the end of the book, and now it's giving me what I need. It's giving me what I need now. Even though Alicia is still, okay, she's still not talking. But remember I told y'all that the book keeps going back and forth between Theo, her psychotherapist, and his like adventure of trying to figure out what's happening, talking to all these different people, you know, playing basically detective. And then it goes to Alicia's diary. Okay, and when I tell you I'm at the part where this is when the stories really meet, because at that moment, even though Alicia isn't talking, she passed Theo her diary. Okay, now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. And I will say, whoever the narrator is on the YouTube, you did your thing. Oh, here's my new specs. Got my new specs on, my new reading glasses. You know, it's given, I'm blind, but make it fashion. You know what I mean? I just finished the book, and I'm just gonna come give you guys my last little thoughts of the book. The last like couple of chapters, the last like 2 hours of reading, it was good. It was juicy. It was like the ending gave the turn that I needed. Like, every person that I was looking at, it was like everybody was looking suspicious as fuck, and like none of them did anything wrong. It was the person I least expected. I'm gonna say that because, listen, I don't want to give any spoilers, so I'm never gonna tell you exactly who did what, because some people may not have read the book and they might, and they look, I'm scared, I'm spooked anyway, but y'all might want to go get the book or whatever. So I won't tell you guys like who did what and what the ending was, but what I will say, there was a nice on the edge of your seat twist at the end. Okay, the hate, I went from like loving a character, and I won't say loving, I think loving is strong. I went from like liking a character, thinking they were a good person, just for me to literally hate their guts by the end of the book. Yeah, even though the ending was edge of your seat and threw me for a loop, and it was a good twister, a good turn, it still was a slow read. There were so many times during this book where I was just like, get to the point. Like, there was just so many times where I was just like, get to the point, babe. It was so long until they got to the point of where I felt any kind of emotion. Like, it was like this the whole time, and then it went. That's how I feel. I'm sorry if I made y'all dizzy. I would suggest doing the Audible. The Audible was amazing. The narrators were amazing. It was 2 narrators in this one. It was a guy and there was a woman narrator. Like I said, the chapters split up between the guy and his adventure, which is the psychotherapist. And then you have Alicia's diary, which there is a woman narrator. I feel like you could grasp it more visually. Like, I can visually see this being amazing if it was a movie. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a slow read, but the ending was amazing. What I'm about to say next is gonna be real like vulgar of me, but this is like the only way I could explain it. This is the only way I can explain it as I was reading it. It's almost like when your partner or whoever is down there doing a little licky lick down there, if you get my drift. And it's like taking forever. It's taking forever. Like, they just not hitting the spots. You know what I'm saying? They everywhere but where they need to be. Okay? It's taking forever. They down there 20, 30 minutes. Oh, but then after that 20, 30 minutes, baby, you start to feel it. Cause shit, they've been rubbing and tugging for so long down there. Now it's getting sensitive. Now you starting to feel something. You know what I'm saying? And then when you start to feel something, of course it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel amazing. But does that mean it was amazing? Does it mean it was good? Does it mean it's the best you ever had? No. Okay? The ending was just good. We got contractors here, y'all. We got contractors here. So if y'all hear people like drilling and talking and yelling and opening and closing the door, it's because we got, I don't know if they called me. It's because we have contractors here. One thing I love about this book, that it was kind of poetic. Like, reading the book and reading like some of the ways they use their words and like the rhythm of it all, something about this book was poetic to me, which I enjoyed that. This book has a lot to do with adultery. It's basically, to sum it up, people cheating on each other, and it goes completely fucking south. And don't be out here cheating, because you never know who you cheating on, and you never know how far they'll go and what they'll do to you cheating on them. Some people will take it serious. Some people will take it there. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that. We got contractors. So let me hurry up. Life of a homeowner. Oh, all right, so back to what I was saying. Should you get the book or not? Obviously, to me, book is art, you know. Everybody looks at books from a different lens. So I can't necessarily tell you if you should buy the book, but I feel like it is a good read. It's not horrible, it's just a slow read. So if you're in a cabin, you know, late nights, drinking your wine, maybe this will be a good read for that. Like a nice slow burn if you're into that. Because the ending was worth it. The ending was trippy. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Again, I hope you guys enjoy these book vlogs. I enjoy doing them. I love you guys. I had a kind of good time with this book. Anyway, love you guys so much. y'allthebomb.com. And I will see y'all when I see y'all when I see y'all. Until next time, now I gotta get ready for my trip. So be expecting a trip vlog, a Florida vlog soon. Love you mucho. Bye.